Hi, I'm Dave. This is Hope. We're at Tarpon Fishing Outfitters. And today, we're going to talk about leader. Why you tie leader to braided line. So Hope, braided line. Why do I have to tie a leader onto braided line?
Because braided line is abrasion resistant.
Right, it cuts really easy. What else is braided line why I have to tie a leader on it?
Fish see it.
Yeah, it's very visible to fish. So I always use this analogy. What is it like? Well, imagine going to your favorite Italian restaurant, getting fettuccine alfredo, and there's a big black roach sitting on you. You would send it right back. Well, braided line to fish is very intrusive to their world. So yes, it's very visible, so that's why you put a leader. And we have many different leaders and different companies that make them. Why don't you tell them some of the companies that we at Tarpon Fishing Outfitters, we sell?
So we have Berkeley, Yosuri, Seagar, Trickfish, Andy, O'Hero.
And to add to that, we actually even have more. We just took a small selection because it would take forever to go through all the leader material. This is a saltwater monofilament material. The difference between this and regular monofilament is that they harden the outside of the monofilament to make it leader. So it's harder to tie a knot. It's very stiff, but it's very abrasion resistant. It's less visible than braided line, but guess what it isn't? It's not less visible than this.
Fluorocarbon leader.
If you notice, this is 100 yards for the price of 25 yards. Now Seagar sells this. This is 30-pound Seagar leader, and this is 30-pound Seagar leader. They're both fluorocarbon. This one is $18. This one's about, I think, $13, but you're getting 100 yards. They're both invisible to fish on the water. The difference is because the last process that they do, they eliminate. And that saves them a lot of money, and they offer that to you. So now this line is definitely abrasion resistant. It's not as abrasion resistant as this, but it's less expensive and it works. They only make it to 50-pound test. So, but it still works. It's really good. It's easy to tie knots. It's invisible. It's abrasion resistant, but not as abrasion resistant as the blue label. Is there a time when I wouldn't use fluorocarbon at all?
Absolutely. If the water is really muddy or dark, it's really not
so
necessary.
So if the water's dirty and the fish can't see, because this is more money than this. This is probably $4 for 50 yards of 30-pound trilene regular saltwater leader. This is $17, $18 for 25 yards of 30-pound leader. So this saves me some money. So if the fish can't see really close, I would just use this leader. It saves me a lot of money. Now when I go fishing on the boat, you probably do this with your friends. I'll bring some fluorocarbon and I might start with this. And if I'm not getting any bites, I will switch to the fluorocarbon leader. So to see if that makes a difference. And if it's working and we're starting to catch fish, I will have everybody switch over to the fluorocarbon leader. Now, something else, people ask me this all the time. Well, if fluorocarbon leader is invisible, why don't you just tie 50-pound test fluorocarbon leader instead of 25? You'll always have more abrasion resistance with the 50-pound because it's thicker and stronger. Well, because the 25 and 30-pound ties much easier and it lets that bait act naturally. The 50-pound is much stiffer. And when the water hits it, when the tide's moving, it's a more surface area, it moves it out of the strike zone. We have a hybrid here. So this is O'Hero's. This is a hybrid mix of fluorocarbon and some other products. It's less money, and again, you get 50 yards of it for a little lesser price. It's something new on the market. And then I just want to explain one more thing. Fluorocarbon leader and fluorocarbon fishing line are two different things. They make fluorocarbon fishing line and they make fluorocarbon leader. The leader is abrasion resistant. The fluorocarbon fishing line is invisible, but the hardening process is different. It's not as abrasion resistant because you need to put it on a reel and you have to be able to cast it. And it has to be soft to be able to cast it, go back on the reel and tie knots with it. When I first saw fluorocarbon line, I started to use it as leader, but I was getting cut off a lot because it doesn't have the abrasion resistance. It doesn't have that finer process where they harden it. Thank you for listening.
We're at 1500 US Highway 19.
Tarpon Fishing Outfitters. If we don't have it, you don't need it.